morning, good people of Northern Jersey, New York. This is Cisco Certified Entry Networking Technician class, and just want to remind you, subscribe. Okay, subscribe. If you want me to make more videos, you have to subscribe. Subscribe, like, share, but remember to subscribe. Now, I'm going to be teaching today about, I'm going to be doing a playlist on first hop redundancy protocols, correct? So, first, right, hop, redundancy protocols, or what is referred to as FHRPs, right? FHRPs, first hop redundancy protocols. So this particular playlist is the first in a series of playlists that I will be doing on first hop redundancy protocols. And in networking or network engineering, the reason why we call it first hop, because when you have a switch, right? Excuse my drawing, and it has to connect to a router, right? Your router is the first hop. Okay? Your router is the first hop. So when you want to provide what is referred to as redundancy for your first hop, basically you want to provide redundancy for your first hop, you need two routers. That's the concept of, or more than one router. That is the concept of first hop redundancy protocol. So there are three first hop redundancy protocols. The first hop redundancy protocol we are going to call HSRP, right? And HSRP stands for hot, right? Standby redundancy excuse me, protocol. Now, hot standby redundancy protocol. Hot standby redundancy protocol is Cisco Proprietary, right? Cisco Proprietary means that it can only be used on a Cisco router. Or, if I'm not mistaken, it's a layer 3 switch, right? So, HSRP, right, which is Cisco Proprietary, correct? Cisco Proprietary. And proprietary means only Cisco. Proprietary meaning only Cisco devices. Proprietary means only Cisco devices. Only Cisco devices, right? Correct. Okay, that is what proprietary means. HSRP, hot standby routing protocol. So, we have to learn what is called, or what I call, what the computer man calls, the ABCs, right? The ABCs of HSRP. The ABCs of HSRP. The ABCs of HSRP. So, what does that mean? There are a million and one things that you have to remember about HSRP even before you start configuring it in a virtual or a real environment. Number one, there are two versions of HSRP, right? Two versions of HSRP, right? They are version 1 and version 2. That's one of the things you have to know about HSRP. It's one of the dozens. Please do not get a migraine thinking about this, but it's one of the dozens. Number 2, version 1 HSR. Okay, hold on. you have what they call sequences, correct? So you have disabled, you have listening, and after listening you have learning, and you have, I think it's what, standby? Standby, speak, and active. So these are the 6. Is this it? Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to think. It's a knit. Hold on, a knit is somewhere in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what, initial? Knit? I don't know where that falls into, but I'm seeing it somewhere. Initial knit. That may be another word. Oh, God. This is too much. Okay. Wait, hold on. I mean, it's good to know it off the top of your head for the exam, but you would definitely have a book and keep this ready. This is extremely complicated. Oh, okay. Okay. This is a lot. I think that one. Excuse me for the not being prepared. Okay, we got to get back to this because I'm not prepared to this lesson. I'm very professional. Okay, but you have basically you have disabled, listening, learning, standby, right? Speak and active. Disabled, you do not see, right? Disabled is a state you do not see, right? You do not see this. Do not see this state in the show commands, right? Disabled, you don't see. Listening, learning, standby, speak, and active. All right, so disabled. So you can remember DLLs, right? DLLSSA. DLLSSA. These are the sequence states of HSRP. So you can just remember DLLSSA. Okay? So let me explain what HSRP is, right? HSRP, if you take a switch, correct, and you connect it to a router, you have one hop. Right, so let's say you take a switch, right? You have your computers, they're connected to the switch. You have a router, correct? And that router needs redundancy. So what you do is you add a second router for redundancy. So in here, it's going to create what's called a pseudo router, and that is the actual term in HSRP. And here is going to create a fake or a phantom router, or what's called a pseudo router, and that's a router you can't see. It's like a ghost or a phantom router, pseudo router, ghost or phantom router, rather. And that router is going to be the address. You're going to have an not imaginary. What would they call it? MAC address, correct? Let me try to make more eye contact here. A MAC address and a IP address. So that IP address and the MAC address is going to be the IP address and the MAC address that's going to be the default gateway for your network, default gateway. Okay? And what this router right here would be in standby mode, and this router right here would be in active mode. All right? This would be in this is active, this is standby. I'm trying to think. It's active and standby. Oh, okay. Another ABC at HSRP. The MAC address that it uses would be 0000.0C. Yeah, 0C, 07, right? .AC, right? XX. I hope you see that. Now the XX is the numerical representation of what is called a group number. Now, group number in HSRP can be from 0 to 255. That's a group number, 0 from 255. And when HSRP has an election, the higher the group number wins the election. The highest group number wins the election. Let's say if you had a group number of 5, this XX would be 05. So your MAC address would be actually 0000.07.AC05. The more you watch my videos, the more it's going to start seeping in. You may not hit you like a ton of bricks right now, but it will later. That is the, okay, so this right here, this MAC address is the version 1 HSRP address. So version 1 of HSRP is for IP version 4, right? HSRP version 1 is for IP version 4. Version 1 for HSRP is for IP version 4. Version 2 of HSRP is for IP version 6. Let me put that down in writing. That's my actual words. Okay? Okay. Version 2 of HSRP. HSRP for version 2 is, I'm trying to think, is IP version 6. Is IP version 6. Version 2 for HSRP is IP version 6. Version 2 for HSRP is IP version 6. Alright? HSRP for version 2 is IP version 6. And Internet Protocol version 6 is, and I have an entire video of that in my prior series, in my series about IP version 6. So each protocol has an IP version associated with the protocol. So HSRP for version 2 is IP version 6. Furthermore, the MAC address that is used for HSRP and IP version 6 is 00000C, right? 0C9F or something to that effect. I don't know off the top of my head, but that I have to Google. All right. If anybody can Google, what is the address for IP version 6 HSRP version 2? Okay. Oh my God, so many facts about HSRP. HSRP is Cisco Proprietary. I'm trying to think what else. HSRP uses the model, right? It uses active and standby model. Active and standby. It uses active and standby model. Also, when you're configuring HSRP, if you would like to see what you've configured, you would type in standby. You never type in HSRP. It's just a word that you don't type in. When you type in HSRP, you use standby. Standby. As a matter of fact, you would use show standby. Show standby. Show IP standby. That's how you would implement the commands. And you would do that from configuration mode. This is 1,000,001 facts. I don't know if you're bored beyond your minds, but it really is some good stuff once you get into it. Maybe, honestly, this may bore you out of your mind. I don't know if this is boring to you, but once you know what you can do with it, man. This is coding, network engineering, coding. I don't know what you want to call it. Show IP version 6 on the face. Oh, this is giving me a... Okay, so I hope I was able to go over some facts about HSRP. Hot standby redundancy protocol. You have to know HSRP for ICND2. You do not. I took the ICND1 2, 3 years ago. Almost 3 years. Wow. Okay, so you do not have to know HSRP for IP version 1. Internet connecting ICND1. You have to know it for ICMD2, you have to know it inside and out. You have to know it like you know your next door neighbor. You have to know it like you know what your next door neighbor is doing. If you have nothing else to do, just neither here nor there. HSRP, know it, HSRP, right? Hot Standby Redundancy Protocol. And that is my first lesson in HSRP. Keep subscribing. Subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more videos I'll be able to push out at my leisure or at my earliest convenience. Subscribe, like, share, and remember to please donate to the Lupus Foundation of New Jersey, and let us all come up with a cure for a little known disease that is referred to as lupus. And remember, through God all things are possible. All right. This is Will the Computer Man, Cisco Systems, Spanish, boxing, doesn't matter. All right. Okay. This is Will signing off.